gets the carry up the middle. And let's take a look at the statistics through 3 quarters of play down.
Well, I thought the rushing might start jumping out at us here. Henninger, 165 yards, 73 passing, 238, 207 for the Cougars. First downs still in the Cougar column. Turnovers, however, have been crucial to. We had none there for a while. They've had 2. That batted pass, it really hurt them. And the penalties, Henninger leading that category, 6 for 55, but they seem to have settled down after the first half as far as penalties. But the turnovers have been the key so far.
Turnovers in field position, no question about it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Good surge by the Corcoran defense, getting into the backfield and disrupting.
Once again, number 9.
Trevor Hunter.
Yeah, he's been very active. Yeah, he has been. Yep, right there.
Nice job by Hunter.
Along with number 60, who's also played very well, Justin Wilson. We called his name and number a lot. So it's a big third down now for the Cougars. It's third and about, excuse me, is that second? Yeah, okay, my mistake. I thought it was third. My eyes are getting old, Jim. I looked across.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah. Well, we're in the 4th. 11 minutes to go in the 4th. Then Henninger taking their time here as they built themselves a nice lead. 22 unanswered points in the 3rd quarter for the Black Knights. They're up 29-14, and the clock is their friend now.
Yeah, they're going to have to stop because the clock was running. They're going to have to put some time back on the clock as we get unofficially Cicero Stroman up over the 100-yard mark, 21 for 103.
He's had a terrific game.
He has. And going both ways, as I said, that also can start to tell on you. But
please add 8 seconds to the clock. It should read 10:54.
So we'll change the clock to 10:54.
And I noticed they whistled it in, and then the clock was, before they whistled it in, rather the clock kept running, and of course Corcoran called attention to that. They want all the time they've got because time now starts to become their enemy. If Henninger scores here, it will be incumbent upon them to get going because it's starting to tick away.
Henninger going with just 1 receiver now, so it's an extra tight end to go to the running game. Up the gut. Big number 28, Travis Tolbert, the fullback, with the carry. Picks up a couple.
You know, it's been, I noticed I was watching guys helping each other up, patting each other in the back, both sides. These kids all know each other. This is not that big a city, and they know each other, and I think it's been great so far tonight. They've all been great sportsmanship and a lot of patting on the back and helping up. Right now, it's about 3rd and about 6 for Henninger. Very important for them, and obviously for the Cougars.
Option, Stroman, met and dropped. He will not get the first down, but in all likelihood, Henninger will go for it, as they are deep in Corcoran territory.
They're not going to do that field goal.
No. Bob Campese won't have it.
No. I don't.
3 yards short.
I'd like to know when the last time Henninger kicked a field goal. I remember we kicked one, and the shoe of the kicker went through at about the same time. So, I don't think they've kicked many field goals. They got to come up with a big play here. They've got 4th and about 3, and the Corcoran defense has got to come up with a big play. So this is what it comes down to. Both guys, both teams looking for big plays. One on the offense, one on the defense.
Well, Henninger's produced some great running backs and some great receivers over the year. We're seeing some tonight. Chris Turner, a terrific night, and perhaps the play clock was going to run out, or some confusion at the line as Rommel was forced to call timeout.
Looked like they were going to try to draw him off again, and it didn't work, and they were running out of time. So they called timeout there. He came up and did the hard count. Hey, they'll try everything, and that was a good play. Just didn't work, so you got to be ready to call the timeout. Now, at this point, Henninger doesn't need their timeout.
Yeah.
You never can tell about it.
Yeah.
You know, it could change. But right now, they used one. The ruse didn't work, and now they got to come up with a play. As I said, Corcoran getting ready to try and stop this 4th down play.
Well, this is a point of the game crucial for the Cougars. They need to make this stop and then make something happen on this next offensive possession.
They can win this game with 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points.
They have the firepower.
Yeah, they do. They do have the firepower.
Cheerleaders haven't given up on you.
No. Nice night, too. No rain, no cool, but I'm sure they don't mind it. Beautiful facility here. We're just nice and comfortable up here.
You never give up the cheer.
I can't.
It could be 40 zip.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
Stroman.
Looks like he's short.
Trying to get to the marker, and it will depend on the spot. He got pretty close, maybe about a half-yard short.
Yeah.
And the Cougars defense is held. So that's a big stop for them.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
They're down a couple of scores, but there is enough time in this game. They'll have to make something happen on the offense.
You know what? They don't have to start throwing the ball either. They just got to get a touchdown, and it doesn't take number 5 long, Joel Dunbar, if he gets outside. The thing that Henninger's done, they've been able to stop him from breaking the big play.
9:17 to go, fourth quarter. Henninger up 29-14. It's a 15-point lead. And Pride will take it under center. Just 2 receivers. Hands to Dunbar. He is stacked up for a loss. Oh, the Henninger defense has turned it up a notch. And they are disrupting as they get into the backfield. Look at that, big number 74 wrapping them up. And 30 in there as well. Wow, some terrific plays. 30 is Trevante McKinley. .40 to go. Clock still moving. 2nd and 13 now for the Cougars. 4 wide receivers at this time. Dunbar stays in the backfield to help protect. Pass over the middle, and perhaps a wrong pattern run as it was kind of thrown into no man's land. That'll bring up 3rd down.
It looked like Ricky Parks was on the fly, number 4, and also number 10. Dishaw, the guy I liked when he had the touchdown pass, but they haven't been able to get the ball to him. They ran that nice pattern. They ran a guy deep and Dishaw out underneath him. I don't think they have run it since then.
And the heads of the Corcoran Cougars down right now. They need something to spark them.
Well, you know, Henninger got the big play. Those turnovers are big plays. So they need one offensively right now. 3rd and 13.
They've lost a little bit of that pep in their step. They need a big play to get it back. Out of the shotgun. Pride just takes over himself. Cuts up the middle. 30, 35, and gang tackle there. Raquan Pride, you can see the determination. As soon as he took that snap, he was determined to get a first down, and maybe that'll be the spark that lights the fire.
Terrific job. He just, that would not be your 3rd and 13 play. He did a great job. Watch him. He's going to get the direct snap, and there's no fake. There's nothing. He's just running the football. He got nice blocking up front. Number 54, Burgess, opened up a nice hole for him, and he just filled it.
Shotgun. Pride. Nice little flare out to Dunbar. He's got a little room. Tries to get around the corner and out at about the 42-yard line. Nice job. That'll stop the clock. And a good little 6-yard gain.
Oh, yeah, they're getting, starting to click now. Run a little short passes. You don't have to go far to get the ball to Dunbar, and then let him just do what he does.
The good thing for Henninger is they are controlling the field position, and they are making Corcoran go the length of the field.
This is not good. Dunbar is sitting down, did not get up after he was hit out of bounds legally. I mean, he ended up out of bounds, but he's not gotten back up. There's the numbers on Pride. 8 of 21, 107 yards.
Dunbar had an injured ankle for the last few weeks, and I'm not sure what this injury is, although he was wrapped up and might have got turned.
Oh, yeah, it looked like
he
might have rolled or it came down on it, yeah.
And he may have re-aggravated that ankle, or they were looking at the ankle.
Yeah, and that's, he came in, we knew he was dinged up coming in. Bob Campese said that, he had a bad ankle. He's been running fine, but he really came down on it there. It looked like it rolled, which is the worst thing. You know, doctors will tell you sometimes you're better off, not in this situation, but breaking one because those sprains and they stay with you, the ligaments get pulled, and he's just had trouble coming back. You can replay.
One more look.
Yeah.
Trying to get boxed out by the players here.
Yeah.
Tried to turn it up, and then here comes the hit from the side.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, yeah, landed on right there. Yeah.
Number 27.
Butler came down on him.
Yeah.
And
right there.
Yep, that hurts.
You can see it.
That hurts.
Oh, right there. Yeah.
He was faced the opposite direction as his momentum was going. Boy, that's a tough one. Dunbar is up, and he is limping towards the bench. So that's a good sign.
He's played quite a game.
He has been fiery.
He is a terrific, not only offensively, but defensively. He is a terrific player. You hope they can get him back in. They'll probably take it off and retape his ankle.
It looks like they will take off the shoe. And
for the short term, he's going to be
tough to keep a guy like that out of the game, boy. He has been the fire for this Corcoran team today. And his teammates will have to pick it up for him here.
Another layer of tape. They're going to get the shoe a couple sizes bigger.
They're going to go to the soft cast next. 8:06 to go in the fourth. Shotgun for Pride. 4 receivers set again. And they'll put one in motion. Pride looking. Has a little time. Fires down the far sideline. Complete. Oh, no. Through the hands of LaRon Brown. And Brown was open. And if he could have caught it, it might have been 6.
Cicero Stroman was coming to the area, but they were clearly beaten. That play was open. LaRon Brown just not able to get it. Watch. You'll see it at the end. They put a little pressure on at the end, but watch this. It's a last-minute grasp by Stroman, but he was not in position, and Brown just looks like he could not get his hand on it.
He was probably distracted by the defender coming over. They could not tell if the defender got a piece.
Well, he wasn't close. Yeah, I mean, you're right. He was beyond him. That was a great pass. Just not able to corral it.
Brown would like another chance. He'll go in motion again with the same 4 wide receiver set. This time Pride to the near side on the option. Pitches it out.
The first down.
Yep, and they got the first down just across the 45. Pitch went 22. Talon Hart, senior. And the clock remains stopped, doing a nice job of clock management with the sideline plays at 7:53. Time is not the friend of the Corcoran Cougars right now, who trail by 2 scores, 29-14.
I'm watching Dunbar on the sideline. It's pretty gimpy on that ankle. He's kind of testing it. They've retaped it. But they're going to have to go without him again, maybe for this series. But it's 1st and 10. Cougars coming back offensively, Jim.
Again, 4 wide receivers for the shotgun. Rushes on. This time Pride's going to take off. Tries to put a move, and he is stacked up at the 45. And then here come the rest of the white jerseys.
That was a big play defensively because was that number 30 again? I believe that's McKinley.
McKinley's been all over.
He looked like he had a long way to go, and then he made, watch how far he gets up, but watch it, he cuts and he starts going sideways, and right here McKinley fills, and he lost yardage because he hit him right there. Just a great open field tackle, and that's second in about 11, but that was a great tackle right there. Classic.
He just darted up and grabbed him low. Nice job by McKinley. Terrific defense. 2nd and 12. This time a little counter play. Up the gut and a nice little gain. Close to the first down marker. Talon Harp again. And it looks like that'll move the chains. The clock is stopped at the moment. It's 7:06.
Gardner, 53, got a nice block on McKinley that play. That really let that go. I saw McKinley coming up to Phil, and 53 got a nice block on him, and that's another, just short of a
They're about a half yard short. Yep. Half yard short, 3rd and a half yards. We're under 7 minutes to play in the second half. Corcoran down 2 scores, 29-14. Undefeated at 8-0 this season. Pride, pitch, Hart, fumbles it. It's loose. Lots of white jerseys. And Henninger has another turnover.
I don't think so.
Did it go out of bounds?
Corcoran got the ball.
Corcoran got it. How did they get that ball back? Wow. There were white jerseys all around that ball.
That was kind of an ill-advised pitch.
Oh, he kicked it.
Yeah. But watch this.
One red jersey. Let's see.
2 guys, two Henninger guys knocked each other out, and they got a first down out of it.
Wow. All those white jerseys, and that's the funny thing about the shape of a football. You never know what direction it's going to go. 2 white jerseys fighting over it, and it came to 64.
Fulmer, 16, was there.
James Brown on the recovery. Long pass along the far sideline. Out of bounds, incomplete. Again, intended for LaRon Brown. Brown, a speedster for this Corcoran team, runs a 4.3740. He's an all-league player who's already been offered a scholarship to Rutgers. Let's check out the pass.
This has got a lot of air under it, and he's running under it. just behind him. Yeah.
Pride can throw it down the field. Tonight his accuracy has not really been on. 6:23 with the clock stopped here. And the Cougars will bring it back to the line. Inside the 40 of Henninger, but they've still got 40 more long yards, and then they have to score again. Pride. Near side. Brown was there, but thrown in his general direction, incomplete.
You know, I'd have to say that he has not been on, but he's also had good coverage downfield to contend with. So he went with a secondary receiver there, and he wasn't able to get it. I don't think that's where he wanted to throw the ball because they needed to go further than that, but Henninger had him covered downfield. So a little frustration on LaRon Brown's part, number 2, as he goes to the bench.
There's your scoring summary. That third quarter should read 22 points. We saw 14 there. It should read 22, but it's 29-14 Corcoran. We are in the fourth. Pride down the middle. In and out of the hands of Mathis. Hit him in the shoulder pads. There was some heavy traffic over the middle, and he couldn't hold on.
Number 30 again. McKinley was there in coverage. Well, he's had a great game, number 30.
His body has been flying all over the field.
5'9", 195. He's only a junior. Watch this ball coming. They're
right
just
in a helmet.
Yeah, he looked like he got his hands on it. Number 30, McKinley, looked like he might have tipped it just a little.
There's the scoring summary. 14-7 in the first, scoreless in the second, and then those 22 points in the third quarter. 2 of them off turnovers, 2 of the touchdowns. Pride pumps, has some time, rolls to the far side, fires down the middle, intercepted. Henninger's got it. 25, 30, 35, 40. Continuing all the way into Corcoran territory down at the 33-yard line. Doug Fulmer, I believe it was. It is 16 Fulmer, a freshman, playing in that defensive secondary, and he comes up with a huge play, and that may be the dagger.
Pump fake, and they kept him in. I give him credit. They kept him in, and he had to throw it under duress, and number 16, Fulmer, took it all the way back down to the 33-yard line. He gets run out of bounds, but that was a big play.
51 yards on the return for Fulmer. And the freshman comes up huge in this semifinal game. And Henninger will take over. First and 10 at the Corcoran 33, 6 minutes to play. And they will certainly go to the ground.
And you know what they're telling them? Hold on.
Two hands on the ball.
Two hands on the ball.
And Stroman has been the workhorse. He's over 100 yards, and he'll continue to grind out some carries here late in this one. The clock tremendously on the side of Henninger now.
And, of course, you want to take as much time off the clock as you can.
And again, in the battle of field position, even if they don't put it in the end zone here, Corcoran will have to drive at least 70 yards at this point.
You don't want to give him the big play. You don't want to come up with that fumble.
2nd and 9. 2 backs in the eye. Stroman again. Far side. Gets around the corner and stacked up at the 30. Picks up maybe 2 yards. That'll bring up 3rd.
Once again, Justin Wilson, number 60. How many times we've called his name and number? He has played a terrific game for the Cougars. And they must have kept him in bounds because that clock is still running.
There's the turnover battle. Corcoran with 3 turnovers in this second half. And all of them so far have been costly.
Henninger taking all the time they came to the huddle. They're just taking all the time watching that clock and then coming up at the last possible second, snapping the ball.
There is no play clock on the scoreboard, so I can't tell you how much is left on the play clock, but they're running it down every play. This time Rommel tucks it, takes it 25-20, and slides out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. That'll stop the clock, but a first down for Henninger.
Which is probably all right because they would have stopped it on the first down anyway. So, but he managed to get out of bounds, but he did get in front of that first down marker. Well, he's a good athlete, isn't he? He's got quick feet. He will be playing for Syracuse University, but he'll be playing on the lacrosse field.
You got to be a good athlete to play that sport as well.
He's got about a 99 average, I think. Something like 98, 99 average.
Greg Rommel, Senior quarterback, he's been at it for 4 years as the Henninger signal caller. Up the middle this time, calling his own number. And a good little pickup. Clock continues to run, 4:16 and counting. And boy, Bob Campese and the Black Knights know how to play playoff football. Again,
what do you think he said to him at halftime?
Control. I don't know.
You know, because they were not looking all that a little wobbly there in the first half. They had one touchdown, but it was off a kickoff return. The offense did not look to be clicking, but boy, they came out in the second half and they are really cranking up some yards. 86 yards only for Corcoran. You got to give a lot of credit to the Henninger defense.
And we were talking about how Rommel didn't have huge numbers at the half, but he has turned it up in the third quarter. Had a couple of nice passes, and the ground game has done some damage again. There goes Stroman inside the 10, and he's down at about the 6-yard line now.
It's going to be close to a first down.
Looks like it will be. So it'll probably be first and goal. It is from the 6.
I think every drive they've had, field position in this half has been deep in Corcoran territory. I might say deep, 40, 45-yard line. And they're really shortening the field. And, of course, the interception by Fulmer got it down to the 33 where this drive started. But they're not really concerned about the touchdown right now. They'd really like to take the time off the clock. Of course, if they can get one more touchdown and do it, they'd like that too.
Rommel now at 62 yards passing in the second half, so he improved quite a bit on that 11 in the first half. And he hasn't had to go to the air, but he's made a couple of nice passes. Here goes Stroman up the gut again, across the 5 and down near the 4-yard line as Henninger continues to grind it out. The clock down to nearly 3 minutes.
You know, once again, I want to say what a great game. The guys have been helping each other up and patting each other on the back. This has been a nice football game. The penalties have not been of the personal foul variety. They've been pretty much of the offsides and mistake variety, but it's been a great game.
And now the Cougars will expend one of their timeouts. They're running out of time with 2:54 to go and down 2 scores. And Henninger on the doorstep inside the 5-yard line.
Winner of this game will take on either Fayetteville Manlius or Baldwinsville High School.
Playing in the other sectional semifinal. And again, to look at that playoff history, Henninger has beaten Corcoran the last 2 years in the sectionals, 14-7 in 2000, 21-14 in 99, and it's looking good for 2001 again. Corcoran coming to this game 4th ranked in the state and undefeated at 8-0, having beaten Utica Proctor in the playoffs 53-20.
You know, on paper, Henninger looked like, gee, they wouldn't be much of a candidate, but as we said, Bobby Campese said in 3 games they had 17 fumbles, had to make some changes. They made the changes, and they came on strong at the end. Played a tough game against West Genesee in the first playoff game, and came out of there with a win. But they seem to be hitting their stride and getting better as the games go on.
Well, they've won 5 straight games, and they are the 2-time defending champs. You don't get to be the champs for nothing. Rommel keeps it himself this time, and he's stacked up at the line of scrimmage, maybe lost a yard.
Nice fake there, actually.
Everybody thought
Stroman had
the ball.
Yeah.
He was being tackled downfield, but a couple of the Corcoran defenders alerted up to bring down Rommel in the backfield, and Corcoran will expend another timeout. They realize that this is it for them. 2:37, the clock is stopped. 29-14, Henninger on top of Corcoran. Look at the other side of the docket, and Henninger, the 2-time defending champs, not ranked at all, come into this game with a 6-2 record. But like I said, Dale, they've won 5 straight. And they had a tough one in the first round of the playoffs, beating West Genesee 34-27. West Genesee came back to tie that game up, and then it was a big Rommel to Joe DeRigo. Touchdown of 47 yards that won it. Rommel had a big game with 177 yards in the air, and Cicero Stroman had 168 yards. So 2 solid playoff games in a row for Stroman as the running back, and he's really earned the carries tonight.
Bob told me he was very impressed. West Genesee did a nice job. It was a who scores last deal, and West Genesee, an improving program here in Section 3.
So 3rd and goal now from the 5-yard line for Henninger. 2:37 to go. 29-14, Black Knights. Stroman up the gut, untouched into the end zone. Cicero Stroman caps off a terrific day with a big touchdown run, and Henninger has taken control. They're up 35-14.
A lot of heroes here for Henninger. they've really played well this second half, especially. They got number 87 to look at, Chris Turner. He's caught a touchdown pass, or he's done just a terrific job defensively.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just one guy, there's no question. It's a bunch of guys. 2-point conversion, and Strowman waltzes in again. 37-14. Henninger has put it all together in this second half. And they have taken control. And the two-time defending champs, looks like they'll have a chance to make it three-time defending champs, as they will likely head to the sectional final game. They still got to win one more to get it, and they'll have to earn it.
Incidentally, checking out Jolan Dunbar has been back in the game, but he is obviously been hobbled, playing defense there. Here's the 2-point conversion, and they just got a huge hole there, and they can start it inside and just kind of work his way outside. Cicero Strowman, who's had a heck of a game, but there have been a lot of guys in white jerseys who've had a heck of a game.
Dunbar really didn't move much on that play, and he's playing with all heart now. 37-14 in this Class AA semifinal. 2:33 to go in the fourth quarter. And here's the touchdown play.
Doesn't look a lot different than the extra
Look at that
play.
wall.
Yeah, huge hole there.
You see the big bodies just pushing everyone to the right, and Strowman took it left.
They've really been blocking up front. Davis, number 71, just created a huge hole, and along with the center, and they've just done a terrific job.
They've won the war of the trenches tonight, no question.
Yeah. Brower with the center, sophomore, 6'2", 330.
There's Strowman, smiling on the sidelines. He's had a terrific night, over 100 yards. Now has the touchdown to his credit. And the Black Knights boot it deep. And it'll be fielded by number 9, Trevor Hunter. And he is stacked up at the 22-yard line. And it'll be 78 yards to the end zone for Corcoran.
2:29 left, as you said.
There's the scoring play. 8 plays, 33 yards. The 5-yard touchdown run by Strowman. He also converted on the 2-point conversion. And that brings us to our current score of 37-14. Henninger set the tone in this game with a run back of the opening kickoff.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, then they didn't do much after the offense.
Kind of got quiet.
I mean, they played a great defensive game and forced Corcoran to take a lot of time, but after that, and there was that, you know, let's be realistic. At the end there, they held them out of the end zone. That was tough. Had Corcoran gotten that touchdown, it might have been a lot different.
Again, ball batted down at the line.
Turner's done that a couple times.
Turner, he's everywhere. The basketball player who's tall and can leap has had his mitts on the ball often. Watch him get the hand up. Nice job.
Yeah.
Blocker down low. He saw him turn to throw, and he just got up and put both hands up there, knocked it down. Terrific effort, offensively and defensively.
Now, correct me. Did he get a touchdown pass, or did he caught it and it came up? Yeah, he got one touchdown.
He brought that one down.
Yeah, and then he came up short at first on one at the 1-yard line.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got a TD to his credit.
Yeah.
Pride looking deep, firing, and intercepted again. Picked off by Strowman. 10, 5. He goes into the end zone. Touchdown. Cicero Strowman with a pick and a run back for the score. 43-14 Henninger.
Well, this score will not indicate this game's, you know, the intensity of both teams, and Corcoran did not play this badly, but they're just kind of in desperation mode here, and that's what happens. He picks it up, nice read by Strowman, and he takes it back for another touchdown. The junior, he's got a good career ahead of him. He's got another year back at Henninger, but you know, if you look at the score, it's 43-14. But it was not that easy, and Henninger finally awakened offensively in the second half and played good defense throughout the entire game, but really started forcing things, and 2 turnovers really hurt the Cougars early. They've got 3 or 4 now, but
extra point is blocked. Wilson gets through and knocks that ball down on the extra point attempt. Should have stuck with going for 2. But I don't think Bob Campese really wants to rub it in too much here. Leading 43-14. His team took control, really, in that third quarter, where they scored 22 unanswered points, 2 of them off turnovers. And there's Cicero Stroman with a 34-yard TD run back, and Jolan Dunbar has put it all out, heart and soul.
Terrific football
in this ball game, and the score does not reflect the effort.
He really impresses me, and I as much defensively as offensively. And he made some hits tonight playing linebacker. He's going to be a great college football player. But he got another year too. He's only a junior. So number 5, Jolan Dunbar. They've had a great season. They're going to come up short in this game, but it was very, very close. Not at all the way the score indicates. And you're going to see the interception return there by Stroman. Nice pick. Really got up in the air. It was intended for Ozzie Mathis, but you know, when things go bad, they just go bad.
Sometimes when you're undefeated during the regular season, it's tough to understand what it is to lose, and Henninger had put it all together in the second half. They played an excellent second half. As you look at the scoring summary, 22 in the third and 14 in the fourth, and that's big-time numbers for a half of football.
Yeah. You know, one of the toughest things about being undefeated is, as you said, all of a sudden you start getting behind, and maybe you've been behind before, but you think you're going to win, but all of a sudden things start falling apart, and you're not used to it, you know, and they've been undefeated and a terrific season, but it's going to come up short for the third time.
Playoff.
Yeah. One-game season.
Near side, that's Ricky Parks, the senior, on the return. Flag flies at about the 20-yard line. Parks went out about the 25.
And Parks returned over the 25-yard line.
So Ricky Parks, the senior, 6'1", 185, getting his first opportunity on the return. And we'll check out the penalty. Well, there's the old block in the back.
He had good eyes.
Clipping. On the return, first down.
I thought it was legal, but on the replay it was obviously a clip. Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
So that'll back them up to the 10-yard line. Just over 2 minutes to go in this ball game.
They got Raquan Pride. He's going to be going, but he's had a terrific career here at Corcoran. It's got to be tough for him. He's a terrific athlete. He's been their mainstay.
He'll keep it this time. Across the 15. Cuts it to the outside. Stretches for the 20. Gets across it. 25, 30. Still on his feet and out at the 38-yard line. To sheer will from Pride, who really can run with the football.
He really can. He's a great athlete. I remember when it was at 3rd and 13, and he just took the ball right up the gut before, calling his own number. He's just a terrific athlete.
.152 and counting as the clock begins to run. 1st and 10 at the 39. Pride down the field. Intended for number 6. That's Ronnie Montgomery. The senior, 6'1", 170 pounds. And the clock stops with 1:41 to go. (43-14) in the fourth quarter. This has been a hard fourth battle, but Henninger, second half, has capitalized on the turnovers and has turned it into a bit of a blowout. It'll look that way on paper, really wasn't that way as far as the game itself goes. Pride, again, this time on the draw himself. Stacked up at the 43-yard line.
I have to compliment Henninger. They are good tacklers. They have made
up well.
Yes, they have made some good open, because these guys from Corcoran are tough, and they have made some good open field tackles when they've had to. That was number 45, Crouch.
Good solid hit and wrapped them up well. Pride back to throw again. Over the middle and incomplete. Crouch there again.
Yep.
Covering tightly on Montgomery. And that'll bring up fourth down for the Cougars. Trying to keep this drive alive. 1:13 to go. Henninger will be moving on. Another terrific performance by them. Pride down the field, into traffic. Double coverage broken up, and they will turn the ball over on down. So now it's just a matter of a couple of knees for the Black Knights.
Corcoran in the second half never able to get the passing game really going well, and the Henninger defense just put a lot more pressure on them in the second half and made some good tackles when they did run the ball, and then it's been tough. They started playing catch-up as Henninger capitalized on the turnovers, which, of course, that's the situation that you said if you do that, then psychologically it starts to kind of wear away at you, and I think that's what happened to Corcoran. Been some terrific individual efforts by both teams.
Well, Leo Cosgrove, when he looks back on this season, will have a lot to be proud of. An undefeated regular season. They win in the first round of the playoffs, and again, this Henninger team just seems to have their number. For the third straight year, the Black Knights will knock out the Cougars. We are under a minute to go in this ball game. 43-14. Henninger in control. They'll wind as much time off the clock as they can here. Another knee or two, and it'll all be over. Rommel's still in there at quarterback, waiting for the clock to run down as much as he can.
He played well also, obviously. He's the leader out there and ran the ball well, passed.
Takes a knee with 25 seconds to go. I don't think they're going to have to run another play. That is going to do it. The Henninger Knights with a terrific second half, including that big third quarter where they put up 22 points and shake hands with their city rivals.
That's a great corporate coup. Great show of sportsmanship. These kids are
good sport and respect each other.
Yeah,
no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
And they will meet again for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Just not this year. The Henninger Black Knights are victorious, 43-14, as the clock has expired. The gun is sounded, and Bob Campese is moving on for another chance to be the three-time sectional champs. He's got one more win before he gets to that point.
They're going to line up and shake hands. Great football game, two city teams. Great sportsmanship. Yeah,
they gotta love it.
Yep. That's a terrific show right there. That's a real nice.
Dunbar telling them all, I'll be back.
Yep.
I got another year, guys.
Oh yeah, they got some people coming back, you know that.
There's the two coaches, Leo Cosgrove on your left, Bob Campese in the dark on your right. Long-time coaches at their respective programs and a terrific job. We will take a timeout. When we come back, we will meet the McDonald's player of the game here on Time Warner 13 Cable Sports. Final score, Henninger 43, Corcoran 14. The Black Knights are moving on.
McDonald's is turning up the heat with a hot new sandwich. The Chili Cheese McDouble. 2 all-beef patties, melted American cheese, onions, and a chili sauce that'll make your taste buds yell, "Oh, mama!" We love to see you smile. McDonald's is gonna wow you. Our delicious cheeseburgers are only 49 cents each every Monday and Thursday. Every Sunday, our 20-piece Chicken McNuggets are just $2.99. Wow! We love to see you smile.
All right, and welcome back to the Michael J. Bragman Athletic Complex. Final score, the Henninger Black Knights 43, Corcoran Cougars 14. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by McDonald's. We love to see you smile. And what a perfect segue that is for our McDonald's player of the game, Cicero Stroman. Cicero, congratulations.
Thanks.
All right, let's talk about tonight's game for a minute. Two city rivals going at it here. They've had your number. You've had their number in recent years, and you've done it again.
Yeah, the offense came out there and played a good job. Did a good job. And the defense, we shut them down at 1 yard line, and that motivated us for the second half to come out and play a good game. And the whole game, we just kept our head up and just did what we had to do.
You know, you guys don't have any real standout players. You do it as a team, don't you?
Yeah, the team this year was real young, and people doubted us. They didn't think we was going to make it this far, but we knew the way we was practicing the whole year that we can do it, and came this far.
Well, you got guys that do it both ways. Let's take a look at the videotape and take a look at you on offense first, and then we'll switch over to defense. Describe for me what happened on this play.
Oh, yeah, on the sprint draw, the linemen, they did a good job blocking. I just kept my head up, kept my feet moving, and tried to get all the yards I could get off that one play.
So you grind it out for a good gain there, and you finally get brought down. And then we'll switch over to the flip side. What did you see on this interception?
Oh, yeah. I seen them cutting in, and I just read it the whole way. Came through, picked it, just ran it back.
And the feeling of running that back for a touchdown?
It was good. It's a good feeling.
No better feeling in the world. Well, congratulations on a terrific game, over 100 yards. You got the interception for the touchdown as well. Congratulations, you're moving on.
All right, thanks.
All right, let's start with the winning coach now, Bob Campese. And Coach Campese, you've done it again. You've had their number in recent years, and again, you guys were able to put out a supreme effort.
Yeah, we got a great group of kids. Like you said, nobody expected a lot out of us, and from the beginning of the year, these kids practiced hard, and they pay attention to detail. You know, we know Corcoran's tendencies, and we just mix it up. We go from a 3-man line all the way to a 6-man line. You know, we'll throw in a 4 and a 5 and play man-to-man and 2 deep and zone, and we just mix it up, and that takes a lot of practice, and we didn't actually win it today. We won it with a week of practice, and the kids are a great group of kids.
Well, the question everyone wants to know is, what did you say at halftime?
Well, you know, the momentum, we stopped them on the goal line. We came in and we knew after the first drive that we can win this game. And we just told them that it comes down to blocking, tackling, and execution. And if we stick to that, we'll win the game by 2 touchdowns. And we all believed it, and we just made a couple minor adjustments on defense and our line blocking, and that's what happens when you make a couple adjustments.
Well, you mentioned the defense. Let's take a look at one of the defensive plays in the second half. A big pick for you guys.
Yeah, this is our freshman, Doug Fulmer. He just sits in the middle and reads the quarterback's eyes. And he just read it, and he's 6'3", and he goes up there and makes a nice play, and then makes a nice run after it. And he's going to be a great athlete. You're going to hear a lot about Doug on the football field and the basketball court.
Well, they just kept going and going and going. Another chance to win a sectional title. What's the feeling like to get back there again?
Well, that's it. I mean, this is just a stepping stone. Our goal is to win a sectional final, and if we play as well as we do today, then good things will happen. And I know both schools are going to, you know, either one's a good opponent, so we're going to be ready.
Bob, best of luck.
Thank you, Jim.
Thanks again. Bob Campese, the winning coach. Now bring back in Dale Drypolcher. And Dale, let's take a look at the final stacks, the tail of the tape, and see if that tells us anything about this contest.
Well, it's remarkably similar when you look down there. The total offense of 287 to 281, but Henninger did it when they needed to. First down's actually in the favor of the